What's up, guys? Avilo here, bringing you another guide. This one is for Terran versus Zerg, and it's the third day in a row, so third YouTube guide for you guys. And basically what this one is going to be is it's going to be a Hellion Banshee opener for TVZ. This is like the Hellion Banshee into mech, so it's pretty much the stereotypical opener. I'm going to get right into it. I'm just actually going to just play out the game, and I'm going to go through, explain to you, where, I place my buildings, what time I build units, and things of this nature as I run through it. So it's literally just going to be me in a game by myself right now. So in a real game, you won't have to deal with the score screen at the beginning. The very start of the game, hotkey my command center to 5 and 6. Gonna rally the first SCV to the ramp. Re-rally the minerals, build a depot, and I like to immediately hotkey my depot. I hotkey it to 6, 2, and 9, so that way I can just. And then you build your refinery as well after your depot. So depot, refinery, and constant SCV production, of course. That's a big thing when you're learning the game. You always want to constantly be building workers. And what I do is I actually SCV scout right after my depot, and then build my barracks on 150 minerals and hotkey it immediately. That's another thing to keep in mind, guys. Whenever you build a building, you always want to hotkey it right away. So constant SCVs. Gonna send my SCV to my opponent's base. Usually what I do is I send it to the main and then hold shift and queue it to the natural. So that will queue up move commands.
SCV ready.
Constant SCVs. This will be the last SCV before I make my orbital.
What's going on?
And obviously if there's a Zerg opponent, I would be scouting, did he go pool first? Did he go hatch first? This SCV, building the barracks, goes down to the natural, build a Reaper, my orbital. Tell it to mine a mineral. And, and then I leave my scouting SCV usually at their third and patrol it. So, on 400 minerals, build your command center natural, hotkey it right away. I hotkey mine to 6, and then I hotkey it to 0 with my main. And now with the next 150 minerals, and 100 gas, make sure you mule, and then you build your factory at your ramp, right next to your barracks. Pretty important. Reaper comes out, hotkey the Reaper to 1. Keep building workers, lift the barracks, build a reactor, and then you can build your gas or your depot. I mean, it's not a big deal which one you build first. Build your depot and your second gas geyser.
SCV ready.
A lot of people like building the depot first because that way you guaranteed don't get supply blocked. And then you'll ideally scout around the Zerg's base with the Reaper if you can. But make sure you put 2 guys on the second gas geyser. My buildings are hotkeyed. This SCV will now build the starport. Lift the factory. Position it over the barracks. Put the barracks next to the starport. And then Hellion, hotkey the barracks in the factory in the starport, orbital at the natural, and constant SCVs. And then you mule. What you end up doing is you mule your natural. Most games you mule your natural, unless there's lings there, then you can mule your main. Tech lab on the barracks, and constant Hellion production. So your first 2 Hellions. What I recommend when you do this build against Zerg is you keep the first 2 at home. Don't send them out. And you're going to lift the starport, use the mule from your natural. Now once you have 16 or 17 SCVs on your main, rally your main command center to your natural. Put the starport on the tech lab. Constant Hellion production as well. And then you can build a Banshee from your starport. Now a lot of times, Terran will build a Viking first to kill overlords. Building a Banshee first is actually mega safe. And then on 46, I'm gonna get supply block here, unfortunately.
Additional supply depots required.
You can start building your wall with the next set of what's it called? Next set of depots.
Not enough energy.
And yeah, so keep constant Hellion production, build the Banshee. You can get Cloak as well. You don't have to get Cloak, you can. And so ideally, once you have 4 Hellions, 4 to 6, usually even with 4, you push out on the map. Make sure you hotkey your Banshee, hotkey your Hellions. And what you end up doing is you build your command center in your wall, and then you can keep building Banshees or build a Viking if you want. Actually, for you guys that are in lower leagues, I would just keep building Banshees. And so what we have here now, I hotkey my 3rd CC as well. I hotkey so I have 5, 6, and 7. So now you can attack with your Hellions, Banshees, and you build your next, after your 3rd CC, you build your next 2 factories. So you go up to 3 fact, and then once you have those, you build your next 2 gas geysers. You can even build the gases before the factories if you want to get your gas income slightly earlier. And always hotkey your buildings. And notice how I'm building them neatly in a line.
Not enough energy.
You build your armory as well. So, and you can use the barracks to keep building tech labs, which is pretty nice. Now, if I want to, I could do. Well, actually, I'll just keep constant Banshee production. If you want to, you can stop building Banshees. Make sure you put 2 guys on gas on the natural. And again, this is with constant worker production the whole time. So I have my Banshees. Keep your barracks in your main. You can actually float it out as well, but I like to keep it in my main because I use it to build ghosts. So you have your group of Hellions, the Banshees, and once the armory is done here, I'm going to build Thors out of these 2 factories. So we'll go Thor, get +1 attack, and keep building Hellions. And you can grab Cloak as well at this point. Like, if you didn't already get Cloak, lift your 3rd out,
Unacceptable landing zone.
and make sure you put depots in the wall when you do lift that out eventually. And then, again, constant Banshee production. This is just... Not every mech build is going to have, you know, constant Banshee production. There are some that, you know, you get more factories or whatever, but this is the old school Hellion Banshee build. And then what you want to do is you want to start walling off your 3rd as well with your next set of these 2 depots should probably be at my 3rd ideally. Now after 2 Thors, can get an eBay as well. The top part about mech is you don't know if they're going mute. Well, hopefully you scout and you scan, you see if they're going mutas or roaches. But the safe thing is, you get 2 tanks after the 2 Thors. Or you can keep building Thors, but usually you do need that like base of siege, you know, a few siege tanks. And again, constant workers, and you'll notice every time I have, you know, base saturated at 16 or 17 workers, transfer to the next base. So now I'm transferring to my 3rd. And then build 1 turret in each mineral line. And what you end up doing here is going up to your 4th and 5th factory. Keep building out your starport. So then you go up to 5 factories. Your starport, you can build a reactor with your barracks. And then you'll have 3 tech lab factories and 2 reactor factories. And yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. So there you go. Hellion Banshee opener. This is you can keep building tanks and Thors out of your factories. Turn these into Hellbats. Add on a 2nd armory. When your +1 weapons is done, get +1 armor. Or, you know, you can YOLO and go +2 attack. You know, it's whatever you prefer. Some games I'll get the armor after the first weapon upgrade. Other games I'll go YOLO +2 attack. But
Add-on complete.
And then with that, put this on there. Make sure you get the Widow Mine up. I think Widow Mine and Blue Flame. The Widow Mine upgrade is very important because you can crank out mines out of your reactor factories if you need to. It's also important to keep your Banshees alive if possible when you're playing builds like this because, you know, I've spent the whole 8 minutes building up this amount of Banshees. If you can keep those alive, it is very good. You know, it's going to help you out a lot in your games. Gonna keep building units out of the 5 factories. You notice I'm almost maxed here. I'm actually gonna drop a supply there. 4th CC building. You know, hotkey the Banshees, hotkey your main army. The last guide I made was about hotkeying your army. You know, Hellions, Thors, tanks, and 1 hotkey. You can even put the Widow Mines on the map for vision, which I like to do.
Not enough.
And then, oh, make sure you get your upgrades. And yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. Then just, you know, max out. I'm going to max out here at 9 minutes, 30 seconds almost, which is... Again, keep in mind this is like with unimpeded macro, you should practice this. In an actual game, you may not max out this quickly because of, you know, your opponent trying to kill you and stuff, but here, I'm at 200 supply, essentially, at the, at the 9 minute, 30 to 45 second mark. That's pretty quick max. And then when you are maxed, you know, go ahead and move out of the map and whatnot. So there you go, guys. Hellion Banshee guide.
Complete.
And I do recommend doing what I just did here. Just practice solo. Just practice macroing, you know, off of 5 factories, the starport, constant production, try not to get supply blocked. I'm actually surprising myself. I think that might be the fastest max I've done. Like, that was pretty clean. I do have to say so myself, but there you go. So, Hellion Banshee is your opener into triple factory. You know, you'll have your 3rd CC in the wall, and get up to 5 factories, starport. You can lift out the barracks if you want. Get a ghost, add in a ghost academy, keep getting upgrades, and there you go, guys. So this is like the most standard Hellion Banshee opener into macro mech. I think the next guide I'll do perhaps tomorrow after this. I'll do a replay commentary of one of my recent games, so that, and I'll do like, I mean, most of my games, almost all my TVZ games are some form of Reactor Hellion Banshee or Reactor Hellion Battlecruiser, which is pretty similar. So probably for the guide tomorrow, I'll do like replay commentary of an actual ladder game and show you how it plays out differently. You know, when someone's actually attacking you and trying to kill you. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Let me know. And yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow I'll do replay commentary as a guide to follow up on this. Let me know in the comments. You know, leave likes, subscribe to my YouTube. I'll be streaming probably in an hour or so from now. And let me know what you want for more guides. And yeah, Hellion Banshee, guys. You need to learn this opener for Terran versus Zerg in particular. It's the most solid opener. You can play it into bio. You can play it into mech. It pretty much goes into anything, and it allows you to hold off like Link Bane all-ins, which are very common at low ranks, and it allows you to hold off Roach all-ins and Ravager all-ins, which are very common at low ranks because you have the Banshee. You have 2 or 3 Banshees by the time they cross the map with the Ravagers. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys on stream, and good luck with this build. You know, hopefully it'll help you guys improve your TVZ. You'll have a solid build that you can do. Practice again. Do what I just did here. Practice on your own. Just macroing, so that you can learn this, and you will improve. You will improve it. It's actually, obviously it's easier with no opponent, so, you know, open up a game and just go through the build, try and copy what I just did. Macro, try and max out at around 9 to 11 minutes. You're not going to be perfect each time, but if you can do that, you will improve, especially if you're bronze through diamond. You will actually, this will help you improve doing this. It might be monotonous and boring to do it outside of an actual game, but then when you get in a game, the muscle memory will kick in. So, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and again, you know, leave comments in the video. I will see you guys later. Peace out, peoples.